I wanted to see if I could beat chimps with only one type of tower, and if there's ever a monkey to be able to do this, it'd be the ninja. And before we get any farther, I looked this up afterwards because I figured I wasn't the only one that has ever tried this, and it turns out that this is a tracked challenge type. But the ninja was the first one ever done, so I will not be going down in the record books. Anyway, there were a few challenges with this, mainly because I didn't do any planning, but we'll get to that later. One thing I did know is that we could not get a 302 ninja and a Hbomb ninja before the leads came on 28, so I settled for a 201 starting ninja and rushed a 103 after that. This turned out to be just enough popping power to handle the normal rounds and the leads that headed our way. From here, the short-term plan was pretty simple. I wanted to get Balloon Jitsu and Sticky Bomb before round 40, which worked out perfectly, and then I wanted to buff them with Shinobis. The problem was, I didn't know how many Shinobis were needed at what points, and that is where things got a little tricky. I was hoping that I could stay around 10 or 11 Shinobis and save all the way up to get Grandmaster Ninja, and this guy would carry me for basically the rest of the run. But as you can see on round 76, I made a regrow farm before I could afford him, so my solution was throwing down 4 more Shinobis. Now this was the perfect solution if I wanted to spend just a little bit too much money and make the 90s much more difficult than they should have been. But we'll get to that. So the next thing I did was upgrade the ninja into a Grandmaster so it would have crazy popping power. And then I made another mistake of getting Caltrops on all of the Shinobis that didn't need ninja discipline. Now I did this because that's what I normally do on 21 ninja strats, where the Caltrops have really good pierce. But these guys can't pop leads because they don't have an alchemist or a village on them, so I really should have saved the money. And this is where the plan just fully fell apart. I really wanted to get the Master Bomber to take out all of the DDTs for the entire run, but we were just short on money here. So, to get past round 93, I just got a second Sticky Bomber to take out all the DDTs, hoping that I could afford Master Bomber for round 95. But on round 95, we were just $2,000 short of the Master Bomber when the DDTs first came on screen. And this is where I decided to scrap all hopes of getting the Master Bomber. So I just threw down more Sticky Bombs, got some sabotages, and I just used tier 4 ninjas to brute force my way through the DDTs on round 95. It wasn't pretty, but it got the job done. It turns out that that was all I needed to beat logs on chimps with only ninjas. I did get one more ninja out in the boondocks, though he was just there for aesthetic purposes. But who knew that beating chimps with only ninjas was so manageable, even with the plan completely falling apart in the 90s. Looking at the list again, it looks like this can also be done with a submarine and engineer, so I might be trying those on stream in the future. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday on twitch.tv/SmackDaddyJosh if you want to check me out. But that was my first attempt at a Fewest Tower CHIMPS run, and here is the challenge code if you want to give it a try for yourself.